Hello again, this is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener. Today we're going to look at how to install a tile patio or walkway. So lots of different tiles that you could use for a patio. This is quartzite tile, really beautiful colors. Porcelain tile, also really nice. And then finally travertine tile, which is what we're going to use in this video. You can use it for patios and walkways. We're going to show you how to do it on a patio, and basically the same concepts apply. So once you have picked your tile, and by the way, even travertine tile, which is what we have in this video, comes in lots of different colors and textures. It's my favorite kind of tile to use. Now, first, it's important that you measure out and scope out the area you're going to do the tile. Excavate it down about 3 to 4 inches. The reason it's important is tile has to be installed on concrete. You have to do at least 2 inches of concrete, and then you're going to have about a 3/4 of an inch to an inch thickness of the tile, depending, of course, on the tile you want. Your total distance is going to be a depth of about 3 inches. So excavate down, measure that area very carefully, and accept that you're going to have about 15% wastage on that tile. Once you have excavated down, you've poured your concrete, now it's time to actually measure the tile and cut the tile. And the reason this is important is you want to cut all these pieces before you actually start pulling out the quick set. So figure out how many pieces you need to cut all these pieces. By the way, when you cut it on a wet saw, please make sure you wear eye protection and ear protection. This gentleman just had to do one quick cut, so he didn't bother to put it on, but you should always put it on. All right, now that you've done all that cutting and you've set yourself up wonderfully, it's time to get out the quick set, or thin set mortar rather. And so the purpose of this mortar is to physically connect the tile to the concrete. And so that's really important because that's what holds the tile in place. So as you can see, this gentleman, he's using a trowel with actually a serrated edge for installing that tile. He puts down a layer of thin set on the concrete and then another layer on that. And he just goes one piece at a time. And so this is time consuming, and that's why it can be a little costly labor-wise, but it's not that hard of a process. The important thing to consider are two things. One, make sure you cut that tile ahead of time so you don't have to do any cuts while you've already laid out the thin set. And secondly, as you see there, make sure it's level. So check that level in both directions and just go piece by piece. Now, on this particular walkway, they surrounded it with decomposed granite, crushed decomposed gravel, with the bark on the far outside, but you can do it lots of different ways. The front side of this project was a solid travertine tile walkway all the way to the front, and in the backyard we did it with some artificial turf mixed in it, so it's kind of a really cool look there as well. Also gives you a little more drainage as well. So lots of different ways to use travertine tile, porcelain tile, quartzite tile on your patios and walkways. Well, that's all the time we have for today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get more of my garden videos. Until next time, this is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener, saying thanks for watching.